This is your January 2016 love as well as general forecast reading. We're going to start with the love and partnerships reading. The little card that I drew as the overarching theme says the answer lies within you. Seek the truth. So possibly what you are doing in your partnerships and relationships, some of them or one of them, is avoiding the truth at the moment. There is something that needs to be dealt with, a decision that needs to be made, and you're not doing it. Then the first card that comes up in the spread is that of the Star. So something you wished for in your partnership or relationship, that wish has been granted. The beginning, probably towards the end of December. And this has made you feel, well, happy, like the Poise card shows. Ready for the next step in this partnership or relationship. Excited about it. Wondering what will happen next. And probably feeling happy that you succeeded in getting your wish granted. There's a feeling of anticipation in this card. So what happens after this wish being granted is not really happening yet. It's still got to happen. So you have a whole line of anticipatory thoughts and ideas because you now had your wish granted. Now the next card up says that because you had your wish granted, this has now added a burden to you. And this burden is possibly going to cause you unhappiness in some way or another. The card that's adjacent to it is that of being at home. So you need to focus on, okay, I'm looking for the right words for you here. You need to focus on relaxing about the situation and being happy where you are. Because possibly what created this situation in the first place is that you were looking outward for happiness. You were looking to, I don't want to say control, but orchestrate your life so that it would make you happy. And it had to be with that happiness deep inside you, that feeling inside yourself that you are happy. So you were using external situations to make you feel internally happy. And this card says you need to find the happiness within you first. No matter what's happening around you, the internal peace, the internal happiness is more important than what is on the outside. So for Taurus, the message here is to stop looking on the outside for the happiness, because you're first going to find the happiness within inside you. And then your outside world will follow suit. It's kind of a big life lesson, that one, so that's not going to happen overnight. Then the outcome in your partnerships and relationships has a lot to do with emotions. So now you had your wish granted, you're realizing along with this wish comes quite a burden, and now you're sitting with the emotions. And they are, I think, piling up, and you're now not quite sure what to do. So the next card that comes up is that one of chop wood, which says, when life around you gets to a point where you don't know what to do next, or it feels as if it's not moving forward, or it feels like you've gotten a stuck situation, do what needs to be done. Chop wood, fetch water is the saying. So just do your duties, do what needs to be done, be responsible, do your everything days, do everything that you normally do in your days, and then possibly an opening will come up at some later stage in life. Something will right itself, or you will get a better perspective, or perhaps because you're not concentrating on those feelings that have now built up, you will find an opening or have a sudden moment of clarity or illumination, which will then guide you what to do next in this situation. I have a feeling you guys have got yourself into a situation which you really wanted. Now you're sitting there thinking, ooh, is this what I wanted? Am I right in even wanting this? Then you've got an extra card here, which popped out right at the end, and it speaks of regeneration. So something which you thought was done and dusted actually gets a second chance. So if you concentrate on just doing what needs to be done every day and doing the right thing, you're going to be given a second chance on something. And this might divert your attention, or it might help with this relationship to put it back on a good footing that makes you feel better. Right, now onto your general forecast. Your general forecast says, keep your plans close to your chest for a while. Don't reveal them to everybody. Quite often, this is because people will speak you out of what you're doing, or they will comment on it, and this will make you feel maybe you're not doing the right thing when you start doubting yourself, or your plan is not ready to be launched yet, and you quickly get spoken out of it because you also know, well, maybe this isn't such a great plan yet. The thing to do here is first let that plan stew and brew a bit before you start telling other people or launching it. Look, it is Mercury retrograde in January from 5th to 25th, so probably better not to launch anything till the end of January. But then you have the star with this card. So what this is saying is, this idea that you have, this plan, is blessed. It will be something really positive, something that elevates your life. But just wait a little bit. So it's telling you this is a good plan, it is a good idea, but right now is not the right time. But keep the faith, keep the hope, because this is going to bring fruition. It will bring light and happiness to your life, whatever it is. Then your challenge in your general reading speaks of Aslan, the lion who tells us self-sacrifice has a place, but this is not the time. You've got the Two of Swords here as well, and that means you are faced by a decision. And you're having great difficulty because both sides of this decision, both avenues or routes that you can take, have repercussions that you don't know that you want to deal with or can deal with. What the Aslan Lion card is saying, don't sacrifice yourself for the outcome. Find another way to do this. And the Two of Swords is saying that yes, both decisions have repercussions. Decide which decision will serve everybody the best. That includes you. But self-sacrifice at this time is not the route to go. Take responsibility for yourself. Take responsibility for your actions. Know that when you make this decision, there are going to be repercussions. Take responsibility for those. But now is not the time for self-sacrifice. Sometimes, yes, we do need to do that. Sometimes life demands that of us, and that is the route that we are fated to take. But at this moment in time, this is not the route for you guys to take. Then the next card that comes up is the card of Decide. And next to it is the card of not wanting to face the decision. So you guys are definitely faced with a decision-making moment in your life. And that Four of Swords is saying you've got your head bowed down. You do not want to make this decision now. To you it seems a burden, a huge decision to make. You prefer to stick your head under your wing and pretend it's not happening or hope that it goes away. But the Decide card says not only do you need to make that decision now, you need to take action on that decision. Now is the time to decide what it is you are going to do and to implement whatever that decision making is. So this probably has something to do with that plan that you're busy brewing. In other words, to put that plan into action, you first need to take a decision and make a decision before the plan can be launched. And this is possibly also why you're being asked to keep that plan to yourself for now, because there is something else you need to take care of first. And the star card coming up with that says this will have a good outcome, but you need to first take responsible action and make a decision, and then take action on that decision. So it looks like a fairly big month for you guys. Right, now your guidance cards say, well, first starts up with the card of reflection. And this means having a good long look at the situation without judgment. Look at it as if you were reading a book or watching a movie and you want to see how it started, what the middle was, and what you feel the ending will be, so that you can get a good picture of what is going on. The next card says you are now ready for rebirth. So the next phase is moving in, and it's going to move in fairly fast. Rebirth can sometimes be uncomfortable. Change is not easy, and know that there are things that are going to be difficult to do, perhaps decisions that are going to be difficult to make, and a time of readjustment. But this is the coming of spring. There's going to be newness bursting forth in your life fairly soon. And then the effortless card says, when this happens, when you've made that decision and the rebirth starts happening, you need to fall effortlessly into what happens next. Do not resist it. Have faith and hope and courage. Open your arms, open your heart, open your mind, and go forth with no resistance into what happens next. Leave your fears behind. That's when the magic and the miracles happen. Now, your soul path card speaks of the swan. The swan says that there are corners of your mind, corners of your heart and your soul that are dark at the moment, that are not illuminated. Not dark as in not good, but they need the light shone in them. So you need to do things to make yourself feel lighter again, whatever that is. If you enjoy reading, read 10 books. If you enjoy sitting outside with your feet up listening to the birds sing, do that. Do those things which make your soul feel lighter once again. That is your duty and responsibility this month. Don't run. Don't try and find 100 different things to do to keep yourself busy. Do things which genuinely illuminate your soul and make you feel lighter again. So the card with that is the card of bearing weight. So whatever it is, this decision is weighing heavily on you. Know, as the woman in this card is held by the jester with a little bit of effort, but it's quite possible for him to do it, that you can bear the weight of this decision. You can bear the weight of what results of this decision. Know that. So don't let this weigh down your entire life. Don't let it darken your entire life. Still do the things that make you feel lighter, knowing you can bear the weight of this decision you are making. So that is your January general as well as love and forecast reading, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening.